Okay, welcome back to Conan Exiles, the Isle of SIPTAH. Back for episode number 12 of our ongoing adventure in the ancient and mysterious island that we got washed up on. I am your host, the Gray-Haired Gamer. Thanks to everyone for joining us. We do have chat available, so while you're watching, if you have questions or anything, I will do my very best to try and answer them. So a little recap of last episode is we were building so many benches, we ran out of space. We were stacking these benches up on top of each other. So what we did, we got a good start here is we're starting to build some walls and more importantly a second floor. You can see we've already moved a couple benches up here temporarily until we can finish out this room, and we may, if we have to, even put a third story on. There are, like I said in the previous episodes, there are freaking benches for everything. So, you need room to have them all. Again, my organization is I like to keep things I use all the time right inside the door. That is definitely going to be our furnace, with iron and steel being such a big part of what we got going on right now. We will be keeping the blacksmith's bench down here. They will get, relocated, moved around a little bit. And we will also be keeping our armor's bench and possibly the tannery and the tanner's bench. There's a chance that they will go upstairs. We also got our storage expanded a little bit. We got our little sleeping area and cooking area over here. We have our storage area. All our junk is now sort of organized. We also last episode got Kill a Cat leveled up here a little bit. He is now at level 7 and going strong. We went and got him some food. We made a new tool, the iron cleaver, that gets us more meat from the animals. So we've been going out and doing a little bit of hunting to get him some grub and also some free experience points for him. We've been mostly chasing after deer for him because when we use the cleaver on them, they give us what's called exquisite meat, and when we feed that to Kill a Cat, he gets a boost to his strength and vitality both. When he levels up, he has more of a chance to get points in those attributes. Okay, so it's dark here in the Exile Lands. It gets very dark. And so it's very hard to see. So we're just going to chill out here a little bit until the sun comes up. We're going to do some things like check our weapons here before we head out. Make sure nothing's too damaged. We're going to make sure we have our our healing potions. And we also have a backup supply in our inventory. We're going to make sure we got a torch. We can check here. Our armor also has durability like our tools and weapons. And you can see we're not really beat up. We can take these things off and repair them should the need arise. Let's see maybe what else we need to build in the future. One thing we're going to be looking at is the large chest as opposed to the wooden box. They have a lot more inventory space in them. We do want to build us a few more standing torches to light up the area. I found like this area out here in front of us with the stone and these resources, it's nice to drop a few torches around there to make it easier to work at night and not have to have the torch in one hand all the time, as well as on the other side when we go to harvest these trees and stone down here. It definitely helps to have that lit up. So we're going to drop some torches down in there. I believe when we do drop torches like that, that it also protects those areas from being built on by other players. When you build something, there is a certain radius. I'm not sure exactly how far that is, how far it extends out, but no one can come up and build something right next to me. They have to stay back a bit. And it's a radius based on a circle, based on where you build. So if we can extend that out a bit by dropping torches down here, maybe throwing a foundation piece up, something like that, then that will extend that circle. And no one will be able to come up and build right on top of our resources, or wall them off, prevent us from getting access to that, what have you. Okay, so back to today's adventure. We're going to do some local hunting. We need to kill us some more food. So far, those have been mostly dropping from the deer, the certain type of meat that we want to feed him. And again, we look at Killa's inventory there at the bottom. The first one is our exquisite meat. Second's feral flesh. Third, savory steak. Fourth is pork. And then fifth is exotic flesh. Those are all items that he can eat. And when he eats each one of those items, he gets a different benefit. And as soon as we find a little bit of meat and we drop that in his inventory, we'll show how that works. That also works for human thralls, to boost up their attributes when they level, but I found it best for humans to feed them gruel, simple gruel. It gives the most benefit to them getting higher strength, and that's ideally what you want to do damage. Okay, so now instead of breaking out our skinning knife, when we were making armor we needed skins and leather like crazy, but now we need food. There, we got 6 exquisite meat from that deer. So we're going to give Killa that. Again, he immediately eats one. We're going to keep this savory flesh in our inventory, because if we put it in his, and even just to carry it, he will eat it and not get the benefit that we want. Okay, so now that he's eaten one of them, we check his stats out, and you can see his strength is at 3. He has a 52% chance to boost that up when he levels, and the food gives him a plus 7% more. So 59% chance of him to level up his strength. As well as vitality, 82% base chance, plus 7 more makes 87 or 89% chance, and that is going to help his health pool. Now there are foods that will give 14% boost, but usually only to one attribute. I chose this one because we want him to have strength and vitality. We don't want him to have just strength, just one or the other. So let's see if we can duplicate that by killing this deer. No, it looks like we only got savory flesh. And that's okay, because we like steak too. I grew up eating venison, so this is nothing new. And there's some exquisite flesh. So we want to try and stack him up a little bit with some grub. There are some deer to the south. We went hunting for deer in the last episode. deer and rhino. We found them both south of us there by the lay shrine. Okay, there's bat demons and there's that elder vault. We are still, sadly, not badass enough to head up and take that one on. Now, if we look at the map, there are two that we could take at this level. One is down here in the south, and it's easy to remember because of this island. But I believe it is right in here, or in here. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it's in this area somewhere. We will be going there soon. That's guarded by gremlins, like the little demons you used to see in the Noob River on the Exiled lands. Those little ones that would run up to you and explode. There's also another one over in this area. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. Back that up. It's in this area right here. That's a second Elder Vault, guarded by those smaller little demon creatures. Those I believe you can take as early as level 15, but you definitely want to have a skilled kill a cat like I got, or a human fighter. You want them to be leveled up a bit, not level 1, and to go in there with you. Because while it may not be level 60 content, shit can get hairy real fast. So you want to have a buddy with you. What did we get from that one? Yeah, we did get a little more exquisite flesh. Excellent. The more he gets in combat, Killa, the more he's going to eat. See, now he's healed up, so he shouldn't eat anymore until he takes some damage. Okay, there we go. That's a kill. And if you notice that one, when make that both of them. When both of those charged in, they didn't come after us. They went after Killa. And Killa is probably badass enough that he can fight this guy by himself. Let's see how much damage he's doing with each swipe now. He's missing a few of his attacks. That one connected. That one connected. His leap attack did pretty good. Come on, Killa. Okay, he's almost got him dead. There he goes. So we didn't even have to fight them at all. So now he's going to have eaten some of that food that we just gave him because he took damage in combat. So we're going to keep on trying to get him some more. Nope, no savory flesh that time. Or exquisite. My bad, I confused those names. And there it is again. That's like 4 or 5 times now coming through this area. Just this one spot I hit a bit of lag. There it is again. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight the rock monster here first. We could probably kill this deer quick enough. Okay, so our plan is to get the maximum amount of food for Killa is we're going to continue up here and keep looking for deer. And I know there are some up here around the lake. Okay, I heard the doom music and heard something growl at me. I thought something was going to come chase me. Like that. Go. A little more experience. Let's see how Killa is doing on XP. Okay, a few more and he should level up to level 8. Still not in range of a perk yet. We need level 10 to get our first perk, but we're getting there. We keep farming some of these creatures and he will be there in no time. We can even go up and farm out these guys. There's yet another rock monster, as well as a couple of Killa Cat's cousins, some island lynxes. Now this is one of the few places up here where I, one time, I found a baby lynx in the wild. Yeah, you can see we took him out pretty quick. Now with them, they usually give you thick hide, not regular hides. Okay, and what do we get? We got some claws. We got a lynx head that we are not going to use. This feral flesh we're going to dump off because even though it's food, we're starting to stack up more than we can use before it expires. So we're going to drop some of that, and we're also going to drop these horns. We only needed them when we made our cool ass helmet. See, there's another rock monster up there, so go get him, Killa. Oh, he's still coming after us. Okay. And there we go. Killa Cat leveled up, level 8. If we wanted to maximize our HP, our XP, our experience, we could have brought silver along as well, but I didn't think we were going to end up going this far to get food. Now you gotta watch, these guys will put bleeding on you. That's their big attack. Okay, and we did not really get anything we wanted out of those guys. One other animal we can try out is over this hillside. You can see we got some iron up here. There's also some coal down by the bottom of this cliff. There is more iron up along this top edge. But there are some of those ostrich type birds, big birds. He's just running off. They normally attack you. Okay. But we want to see these bird creatures and see if they drop exquisite. See, now he's going to attack. Oh, and there came the second one back. Let's see how they do on the Cleaver test. Savory flesh and a horn. Mountain goat head, horn. Totally useless. Now let's watch. See if we can get a little cat on cat action. Yeah, there we go. Ordered kill a cat to attack. Is he going to do it? Does he not want to hurt one of his cousins? There he goes. And we will relax here and watch the battle. Now if we get in closer and click right stick and lock our target on him, we can see his health bar too. And there he is. He's dead. Kill a cat. Just got us a level up. Check how we're doing on that. We are now level 36. Good deal. Our purge meter was also down to nothing. We have 15 points to spend. But you can see some of them are getting more and more expensive. I think we're going to put it all on our vitality. We are starting to close in on that perk we want. The fierce vitality, the passive health regeneration. Okay, and it's telling me my stomach hurts. So, okay, we'll get us up some wood. We'll gather up a little bit of stone, and we'll make us a temporary pit fire and cook up some of that steak. And that's plenty. Let's get a little more wood. Okay, that should be good to make a campfire and have some fuel. Let's burn off the sticks first. So we'll cook up this steak for us and not have to worry about our stomach hurt. We got one empty water skin, the other one's down to 3, so we are going to have to get to some water soon. Okay, so we can actually let that cook and do its thing while we explore around a little bit. And there we go, there's some kill a cat food. And there's one of the birds we wanted to see. A couple of them. Okay, so now we wanted to test our meat cleaver out on them. What did we get? Pelican head, feral flesh, and eggs. So they're a no-go. Looks like their deer are so far, deer and caribou are our best chances to get that exquisite flesh for killer cat to feast on. And we did not get any that time. That's a bummer. How you doing on food, Killer? Oh, you are out, so yeah, we'll go ahead and give you these just to keep him healed up. See, now if we look at his stats, okay, it won't change the effect. We changed his food, but it won't change effect until he takes some damage and eats a new piece. And now Killer should be able to go in here and whoop all these dudes' asses. We are going to help him out a bit. Okay, they are all dead. Okay, let's look at his stats now. Nope, still. Ooh, wow, we're smacked. And we got one stack of bleeding on us for that. But a potion will knock that out quick. Okay, so we need to find our fire, snag our food back up, and then we need to find some water. I thought that fireplace was right in here somewhere. Yeah, it was after we fought the cat. Right there we go. Okay. Couple more for us, and then we'll give the rest to Killer Cat. Okay, that'll work. And we'll just destroy this. We don't want to leave it lying around, just because we're not going to come back here and build. And like we said before, whenever you do build something, you have that radius where no one else can build. So it would be kind of a dick move to build that just right there and keep everybody else from building, just because, you know, we were too lazy to tear it down. Over right next to our base for us to claim more area there. Yeah, that's a little different story. You know, obviously we're building. I wouldn't want to be building right up on top of someone else anyhow. But this is just a random one little piece out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so come down and get us some water, get us loaded up. I normally carry 2 water skins, but there's times I've even carried 3 if I had the extra encumbrance, especially for the exiled lands. You know, if you played that at all, it was definitely a hot environment until you got up into the Arctic, and then it got very, very hot again when you went in the volcano. And I believe, already learned this scroll. Yes, we did. Okay. So let's check out Killer Cat now and see his food. Okay, he is definitely eating those steaks now. But it did not... didn't change the stats yet. That's weird. Said sometimes that can be twitchy. Sometimes you have to take the food away from them, get it out of their inventory, and then plop it right back into them, give it back to them, and that will trigger the new food effect. But it can be a little twitchy. This is another good place if you can manage to get it. The Violet Isle is an excellent place to build. You can see this guy went all crazy, made it look like a giant, like a battleship almost. That's very cool. But what we want is up here on this shore. We should be finding some deer. Yes, there we go. And then further down this river, let's show you on the map where we're at. Again, our famous, what I term the Noob River area. You have this Violet Isle and then this river complex. You can access this from the northwest spawn point. Come in this way. You can also get to it, I believe the southwest spawn point is in here somewhere. So you can also get to that very easily when you're starting off, when it's early game content for you. You can farm a lot of XP on this river, as well as get a lot of aloe for your healing. Both very, very important for early game success, that's for sure. Okay, we're just getting more and more savory flesh here. And I know the gators, they only drop feral flesh, so we're not even going to bother. There's another deer. No, again, getting skunked. Wow, so kill a cat. Looks like you're loading up on deer meat, my friend. We are not going to be able to get those desired bonuses out of the food just right now. Okay, before we drop down over here, I'm going to see if we can get to this gold. There's a couple little gold deposits up here. Oh. Killa, do your thing, man. Kill the scumbag. Take care of my wet work. And yeah, there you can see now. Kill the cat all by himself. Just whoop the shit out of that alligator. Used to give us problems. But yeah, we were coming up here to check for some gold. That should be right in here. Sweet. If you haven't seen the past episode, you can check it out on YouTube. If it's not on Twitch, you see step by step how I got Kill the Cat as a baby, and I did it all from these gold deposits. And don't forget the gold fragments. But that's how we got Kill the Cat basically for free. Gathered up gold. We forged, cooked it in the forge. Just like we do iron. And then we had to build a casting table to learn how to make gold coins out of the gold bars. after we got the right amount of coins. The only thing after that was a very quick horse ride up to the friendly NPC camp, and we bought Killer Cat, baby Killer Cat from a merchant there. And again, the silver also has some fragments around. Wow, he built a big old place there, huh? Well, he found a couple rhinos. He's got a few of them down there that he raised up. I have not had much luck here finding baby animals. I've only found one baby cat. I have not found any baby rhinos yet. So I've kind of not had too much luck in that department. Okay, while he's fighting away, we can gather up a little aloe. Oh, there's another one. Now we'll jump in and help him out. There we go. A little more free XP. But there are more alligators. There are more deer and like a wild hog, wild boar type animal further downstream here, and those should be good sources of food for us too. We can try with them to get that exquisite flesh to feed Killa. And in the meantime, we'll make some short work out of those gators. In fact, we're getting closing in on leveling up again. Excellent. So this river is not just for noobs, apparently. It's treating me pretty good with leveling up here, even with mid-game. Oh, there we got a lot of exquisite flesh out of that. That is excellent. 2 stacks. See, there are a lot of gators here, and when you are on early game, if you take the skinning knife to these guys, they drop a lot of reptile hide, which when you use that in your tanner bench, you can strip that down to make regular hide to make leather for your early game armor. Get you out of the pajamas. Oh, what is that? I think we learned this already. There it is, right there. This is the second one of those scrolls. The first one was up on the shore of the lake up here. And now, here we are here. Yeah, the first one was up on the lake right about here. The second one is here, under this middle, next to this middle bridge, that they teach you emotes. Okay, and it is starting to get dark, but we're going to keep on going. The torch and being out at night is only a real pain in the ass when you're trying to use a weapon that uses both hands, whether it be a great sword or daggers. But since we are using a one-handed weapon, we can use a torch in the other hand and still be able to defend ourselves and get some kills. I apologize, folks watching, because at night in this game, when you're watching a video replay, it can be very, very dark. But it's out of my control. And here we go. We have these like wild boar type animals. They are roughly as tough as the gators, but there's usually so many more of them. It makes them a little more challenging. And that finished off our level. Sweet. Now we can see what these guys give us. Raw pork. Okay. That was hard to come by on the exile lands. We are over encumbered. We're going to drop that. Drop this garbage. Drop that. Okay, we will keep the pork. We will give Kill a Cat some of that. I think, yes, he can eat that. Drop that. And we'll give him some of that. And see how he does with some pork. I believe he will eat them in the order they're shown. On his list, but I cannot guarantee that. So we got some more. We're going to get a lot of food out of these guys. Wasn't there another one, or did they despawn already? No, there's one. So yeah, we scored on that deal. What do we got here? Somebody built something down here in Noob River. Looks like they walled in the shoreline. They made a noob mistake and didn't put any fences up. So we can crawl up here and have a look. Okay, looks like they got a huge flat platform here. Got their benches set up down here. Cool. But they haven't really built any walls or anything, or tried to purge-proof this. I mean, they do have this big cliff behind you, which is good defense. But yeah, somebody can still come walk right on in here, as well as climb these walls. Okay, I'm bad here. Yeah, this combat's jumping all over the place. My apologies. There we go. There we're doing some damage. We are over encumbered with food, man. That's a big change from last episode, where it was all we could do to keep a little bit of food and kill a cat's belly. Now he's got mad amounts of food. So we will go ahead and just load him up. We're still over encumbered. Hey, it's strange to say, but we're gonna drop the cheap meat for the good stuff. We want the barbecued pork. We want the pulled pork sandwich. Tired of eating venison. Let's take a moment here. We did level up to level 37 now. We got 8 more points. Again, we want to keep pumping that into our vitality. We are closing in. We are closing in on that perk we want. Gotta have that regen, and then we'll be able to free those points up for something else. Perhaps a little more grit, so we can fight longer. Definitely some more strength in our future. And then we want to take a look at our feats, see if we maybe unlock something new. Here's some more piggies. Man, I think I'm gonna have to quit skinning them. And it sounds like gators from the other side of the river. Yep, there's 2 gators. See, now that we are more badass than we were, we can come through here and just fuck these boys up. Boom. Again, we're over encumbered, but we did get some more exquisite meat out of that deal. Or over half a stack of exquisite meat for him. For Killa. I think we're going to go ahead and take these from him and replace it with the pork. Just drop these totally. Okay, you find again this new river area. There's more coal. You can see there's stone and trees just everywhere. You will find the occasional iron deposits. Usually you have to go up a little higher, like up in towards these cliffs and things to find that, but there are some available, like right there. There's iron. We just passed coal. Tons of aloe. I'm honestly surprised that not more people have built in this area, but yeah, there we go. There's compost heaps and an elevator going. Oh, okay. See, now that is going to be a lot more purge proof. The purge that I don't think they can climb. Okay, we're going to pass over these deer. He's got his fish traps out. I used to use fish for oil, but now it seems in the Isle of SIPTAH, I tried doing that with fish and I didn't get anything. But now it seems that using seeds from the bushes when you collect plant fiber. Whoa, hello. Using the seeds from that and putting them in the fluid press gets you oil every time. Is that a gator? Okay, let's check, see how we're doing here. Oh, we're getting pretty close to the end. And when we get out here, there is a decent sized human NPC camp in here. There's also some wild dogs. And I believe that this NPC camp also is one of the ones that has a jailer. So it's a easy way to get a free thrall that you don't have to break. You don't have to put on the Wheel of Pain. You just have to be badass enough to survive fighting your way into the camp. And then you have to kill. There's an NPC in some of the camps called the jailer. You have to take him out. You kill him and you search his corpse, you find a key, and then there's cages around with thralls inside of them. Not all of them are guaranteed to have a thrall in it. You may find just an empty cage, or you may find a cage with something dead in it. So don't waste your keys on those. But if you find there is a living being in one of them, and you open it, they will follow you and become your thrall. I've tried that once before when I had an animal companion, like kill a cat, and when I released the thrall, they just wandered off. So I think you have to go in solo. You have to go in alone. I'm not 100% sure on that, so please don't quote me on that, but that's the experience that I've had. Okay, so we get down to the end of Old Noob River area, and you have this big sand dune area. And you'll notice the big bones over here. This is where that NPC camp is. So we're going to go scout them out. Now that we got Kill a Cat, we could probably lay a whooping on some NPCs. I don't think these ones are very, very tough. We got somebody built right there. Huh. Yeah, it does not surprise me anymore the places people find, the crazy designs and things that people build. It's awesome. I love it. There, we got somebody there. Now those dogs are out that way. Yeah, the grave of the Leviathan. And possibly some of these dogs, like there's one. Some of these dogs may have not spawned because of that person building right there. Okay, so if we engage one of these guys, we might get a few more coming after us. You ready to kill a cat? Let's do it. See, we killed her quickly. She was only a level 1 thrall, but here's a fighter thrall. Now we can be knocking. Here's the jailer. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the jailer. He's the guy we're looking for. So now we gotta search his corpse here real quick, right there. That key, that's what we want. Now we can be thumping these guys over the head, dragging them off the Wheel of Pain,
wanted to be here.
And breaking them the old-fashioned way. In fact, that's probably why that person built that platform right there. It's probably not his main base. It's probably just a place to have a big Wheel of Pain. Do these guys drop anything interesting? No, not really. There will be also a few chests that we can check out and loot. Like right here's one. Nothing too spectacular in it. What is that? Let's open this. Power of corruption, powder of corruption. We will take that. The rest of this I'm not really interested in. Silver coins. We'll take money. And now with this island, as opposed to the exiled lands, in the exiled lands, loot was only in the boxes, only in the chest. It wasn't in crates or barrels or anything like that. But now with the SIPTAH, they use those a lot more.
Watch out!
So you need to be checking those out as well. You see, yeah, we blasted right through these guys. The loot they're dropping is only basic loot, basic materials, not even any decent equipment. So it is not a very difficult thrall camp. And you can come back here and raid this place again and again.
I never wanted to be here.
If you come here early game, though, it will be pretty intimidating. But now that we're up a few levels, see, now this cage is, we can press to interact, but it's freaking empty. They're both freaking empty. I would think that probably someone else came through recently. I don't know what the respawn time is for slaves in cages, but it would be my guess that someone else came through and already freed whatever thrall was in there. But that's okay. This is not the only... Oh, we can interact with something. Right there, yes. You need a shovel for this. Okay. I've heard of these spots scattered around. There is a place where you can get a shovel. You actually build it like a weapon. And then there are these certain places that you can discover that you can dig things up. Okay, this guy's got some animal pets out here, it looks like. He's got bear, couple mountain lion, a panther, so I would probably guess... Where are we at on the map? We're right there. So I'm guessing he was probably found them down on this island, maybe. Maybe in this area or even on this island. Those are definitely not the rhino and rock monsters and things that we were seeing up here. They are definitely not the alligators, wild hogs, and birds that we were seeing from there. What else have we got out here? We're almost at the coast, the shore. There's a dog. Okay. Oh, he got one of the pinto horses. That's cool. That's my favorite pattern. See, he's got a bear. Couple bears. That looks like even a greater bear. Yes, it is. Wow, cool for you, dude. And he found a Baby rhino. Oh, looks like he's got a saddle on that. They are so cool to have as a mount. They got that horn, they got a built-in weapon. They have a huge hit point pool, it's ridiculous. Said for me, I have yet to find one. I'm kind of bummed about that. I see other people with rhinos all over the place. Well, I must not just be looking in the right place. So we made the run of Noob River, and now we're gonna head back up the coast and make a loop and end up back at our base. There's a few more dogs. We can send Killer Cat in after them. Ooh, this is a one skull boss. So we are definitely going to help Kill out. We're not going to let him take this guy alone. Yes, and Killer Cat leveled up from that. How you doing, buddy? You are now level 9. Sweet, you were close to getting your first perk. Let's see what status effect you got. No status effect. Let's see something here. Take away his food and then give it back to him. Yeah, okay, cool. He's got, he must be in the exquisite flesh first. We're back to our 7 points bonus to strength and vitality. And we can see there that Killer Cat's strength when we started this episode was at 3. Now it's at 5. It's awesome. And he's now up to 12 vitality. Sweet. He gains a bonus 1,600 health points. Again, when we started this episode, that bonus was only like 1,400. So he's gone up like 200 hit points in 2 levels. Yeah, he's becoming very valuable. Now, if we cross our fingers, when we hit level 10, when we level him up again, we unlock our first perk. We have to cross our fingers that we get a good one. Because it's random. And you sometimes get bonuses, and sometimes you get penalties. It's total luck of the draw. I believe, let's see where we're at on the map. Okay, yes, so you do have part of this like Forgotten City type area here to our north. And why is there theme music playing? Oh, we got a dog. But there's also an Elder Vault that has these hulking big nasty creatures guarding it. They're pretty tough. But here's another NPC camp, a pretty substantial one. So we will take these points as well. Come get some. Come get some. There's a level 2 thrall. Looks like he was only a level 1 thrall. Here's a level 2 archer. So you can get some good thralls out of these. That's garbage. There was something we could interact with. Oh, there we go. This hammer. We just got a free iron warhammer. Okay, everybody should be dead. But yeah, here, now you always got to check the crates out too. Exiled lands, you didn't have to worry about that. That's garbage. This is all low level common loot. No jailer. No jailer, no cage thralls at this camp. Not all of them have it. So we'll keep on running. Yeah, we probably should have brought silver with us looking back on it. When we started this little adventure, it was just to go out and make a quick little run to get some food for Killa. And it turned into so much more. Now they do not allow you to build out here by the beach, at least not at the starting areas, the spawn points, because well, so there, that guy built near the beach, but they do not let you build near the spawn areas so that no one can block that off. Here's a little landmark. One of the places to get the yellow flowers. That potion that you make from that, I believe, lets you reset your feats or your attributes, one or the other. Yeah, it looks like somebody built a little bit of a starter house there. Yeah, they took advantage of the NPC camps. Got a couple thralls there. Good deal, good deal. Got his stable. Got some kind of religious shrine up there. Yeah, good deal, dude. Good deal. Let's see, we only have to go a bit further, right up to here, straight up the coast, and we'll be able to cut into back to Violet Isle. That's kind of like one of our big landmarks. But on the good side, we took that gold from by the lake when we first came up through there. And by now, it could have easily respawned. So we could save up, keep saving up that gold, making coins out of it, and we can go buy us another baby killer cat. Level him up, and then we would have two badass cats. We'd have one that could guard our base while we weren't there, as well as being a backup, just in case we go rolling into a elder vault or dungeon something. There's some deer up there, and our first cat would get killed. We could have one already grown instead of having to wait for a baby to grow. Yes, the patented kill a cat leap attack lays waste to Mr. Crocodile. Before too much longer, we'll also be just about ready to start exploring. We will be ready to start checking out this Forgotten City type area. You can see it is pretty good size. It's pretty big, and there is quite a bit of loot to be had in there. But the difficulty is definitely going to be tougher than anything we've faced so far. Yeah, I personally, before I go rolling into those types of places with undead, I definitely want to have my strength up a bit, as well as to have Killer Cat a lot closer to level 20. He's not even level 10 yet. Okay, so now we can duck up now there are places supposed to be able to get puppies as well, baby wild dogs, but so far I have not found any of those either. But we can cut up this this trail here and come out back on Noob River, pretty much right below the island. And we are burning through some food and water on this little jaunt, that's for sure. You run definitely into plenty of these dogs out on the coast, but yeah, I've yet to see any puppies. You know, that was the Exiled lands, at least with the hyenas. You found babies amongst them pretty often. So here we are back farming the gators, and yeah, I was gonna say we're just about ready to level up. Yeah, here we are right at the base of that waterfall. We brought us right back, right below the island, and right below where we find the gold. But now these gators are definitely not the challenge that they were. They're not even a threat. Even when there are 2, 3, 4 of them anymore, they're just not a threat for us. And right up here is our gold deposits. Gonna see if they respawned. And it does not look like it. No, I don't think they have. And again, we will show very close on the map where we are to find that gold, right south of the Violet Isle, right along the bottom of the cliff. And then if you follow it on out, follow it more to the south, you will find a couple silver deposits. Aside from money, those are also very important to make alchemical base in your brewer's cauldron or firestone cauldron. Okay, so let's see how we did with that level up. 11 points left. Okay, we're going to keep pumping them into that vitality. Only a couple more and we'll have that perk and we'll be done spending points in that. Okay, somebody built something here. This looks like, yep, just a giant wheel of pain. They got some cook fires making gruel. But yeah, you can see how big some of these, that's the greater wheel of pain. That's level 3. You know, just like out of the movie Conan the Barbarian with Arnold. Yeah, they put them on the wheel of pain just like that. And made him go around and around for years till it drove him crazy. And he just started killing everyone. And yeah, here we are back by the lake. Brought us back around full circle. Kill a cat, leveled up like twice. We leveled up like twice. Let's check our feats. We now have 102 available feat points, which is awesome. That'll be great for a later game. Now for right now, we only want to concentrated aloe extract. Okay, awesome. This is an improved version of the healing potion. But we have to make it at the alchemy bench. We just can't craft it up while we're on the fly from aloe leaves. It's going to take aloe plus the alchemy bench plus I'm sure some other ingredient. But we will want those for dungeons, things like that, because they will heal us up a lot. We will probably have to drink 2 or 3 of our little weak aloe extracts to be worth one of those. Normally for me, I just use the aloe potions. I don't make the wraps, just because to use the wraps you have to stop and you have to stand still. You cannot attack, you cannot move, you cannot do anything until you're done using the wrap. Where with a health potion, an aloe potion, you can pop one of them. Okay, we're out of materials. You can pop one of them mid-combat. So like we're fighting here, we get away from this guy a little bit. Boom, we can pop that potion and still stay away and not take any more damage. You can't do that with the wraps, so I don't bother with them. Okay, it's starting to get really dark. I know it's probably very hard for the viewers there to watch. So we're going to head back to our base. We're just going to run past these guys and get back up to our base up there. Our big landmark. And here we are, back to home sweet home. These guys are still freaking following us? 3 of them. Ain't got bored of chasing after us yet. Okay, good deal. There's Silver. We could have used you, buddy. Should have took you with us that run. He would have probably leveled up a couple times too. Let's go check out our goodies here. Let's cook us up some ribs, some barbecue. We have no fuel in that fire. There we go, we'll take half these sticks. They'll burn for a little while. That's another thing that's different from Exiled Lands. You could only use wood before, or coal. Now you can use sticks. I think you can even use plant fiber as a fuel. So Killer Cat, his inventory is literally completely full of food. So definitely a mission well done there. We're not going to have to worry about him needing food for a while. The only thing is if we want him to carry stuff for us, he can't right now. So we would have to take, if we were going out harvesting materials, we would have to take Silver and use his inventory spaces for materials. Now I'm not sure, but I think we will find out probably next episode. See, this is still showing as a countdown timer with it expiring. But I'm not sure. I know when your NPCs have gear, weapons, they don't lose durability. I think perhaps also the food does not spoil. But that is just a theory. We will check that one out tomorrow and know for sure. Okay, so there's one. It's just an iron warhammer. We found that in the NPC camp. So we will add that into our box of leftover tools and armor for when we get human NPCs. We are going to take... No, we'll wait for night to drop them out. We want to put those out around our work areas where we harvest stuff. See, we got food in here as well. This is going to start expiring real soon. Yeah, we already had this much expire. Since it cannot expire again, I think we're going to hang on to some of it. Just to, in case we want to do the composting and having our own plants. So you never throw anything away. What else do we got to process here? Okay. So even though we killed that jailer, we got his key, we do not have to use it now. Said he only had empty cages anyhow. So we're going to stash that and use it next time we go into a camp. Unfortunately, we did not get anything more built on our house, or at least our little workroom. We'll have to work on that more on the next episode. Let's kill a cat in guard mode. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of Conan Exiles out of the SIPTAH. Again, I am the Gray-Haired Gamer, your host. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, please consider giving a like, a thumbs up, a follow, And if you want to catch past episodes, see how we got to this point, we have a full archive on YouTube, also Gray Hair Gamer. So, until next time, Exiles, keep on thriving, surviving, dominating in the Isle of SIPTAH. Take care. We'll see you.